Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. So I went shopping today and I popped into a couple of charity shops, or thrift stores as you guys across the pond call them. If you don't know what either of those are, basically it's a Goodwill shop. And I found a couple of PC games, and I was quite gobsmacked at how good quality they were, and the fact that almost all of them were complete. In fact, I think they all are complete. Before I get on with the video, about the quality issue, if this video looks quite poor in quality, please read the description on the side. I won't go into too much details, but it's all there. Hopefully I can get this resolved soon, but anyway, here we go. The first game is Wonderland, Dream the Dream, and it's for the Amiga. I got this one because I used to be in a play called Wonderland, and I was the Mad Hatter. And I loved it. I loved every second of doing it. So I got this one because I'm a bit crazy now about all things Alice in Wonderland. This one was 99p, and in US dollars that's roughly about $1.50. But what I love is that here is the original price, and it used to be £30. Although the company that was selling it decided to knock £2 off it. £30. If you think about basically how much a new game is today, that's roughly the ballpark figure you're looking at. Anyway, yeah, let's have a look inside. Comes on 4 floppy disks. The manual, this thing is a monster. Mainly text, but if you look carefully, behind the text, there's little bits of artwork. You might see it better, and you might see it there. There's little bits of artwork, and each page is a different piece of artwork, and I really liked that. I thought that was a great inclusion. This piece of paper, this is instructions on how you save your game. Yep, I laughed a bit as well. And this made me laugh a lot. There's bits of artwork here and there, but this is actually the quick reference guide. Look at the size of this, it's huge. It goes on for 4 pages, and it's set out like a broadsheet newspaper. That is insane. That's a quick reference guide. And here, again, there's more artwork, which is cool. Is the Running Wonderland guide. All this is separate from the manual. I mean, look at this stuff. 4 pages again. Yeah, the artwork's great, but I mean, God. And this was with it as well, and I was amazed that this was actually still with the game. I thought the previous owners might have kept it, especially since it went to a charity shop. It's a map of Wonderland, the actual Wonderland that they use in the game. There's a couple of things that you might recognise, like there's the Queen's Castle on there, and there's a couple of houses and other things here. There's like the forest, but again, I love that. I couldn't believe that was with it. And here's the back of the box. This was made in 1990, so graphics haven't aged that great, but piracy is theft. Don't pirate your games, bad people. Anyway, that was that one. Next one, Die Hard Trilogy. Oh yes. This one was £2, and in US dollars that's about $3. What can you say? It's Die Hard Trilogy. I love the game on the PlayStation, the original one, and it's so over the top with the violence, especially Die Hard with a Vengeance. Like today, if you run over a guy in Grand Theft Auto 4, there might be the odd crunch. He'll just probably hit the bonnet and fly off. This game, when you hit a pedestrian, they explode all over the screen in goo. I'm not going to get that one out because there's nothing really that interesting in there. But the game's in there and it's complete. Next one, Blade Runner. Westwood Studios' Blade Runner. Wow. £2 again, so $3. I could not believe this when I saw it. I'll just show you the back of the box first. Going around. I'm sorry about the light reflection there. And it's complete. The warranty card. Poster for Westwood Studios stuff, mainly Command & Conquer games. It was that complete. It actually had an old advert for VHS tapes that were out at the time. And we've got the game and the manual. The manual is actually separate with it. I haven't put it back in the box yet, but it's all there. All the pages are there, and it's in great condition. The box is just as new, really. All the discs are there. I've taken them out and had a look at them. They're not scratched. There's the odd smudge mark here and there, but otherwise it's as new. I would love to get this game working on a Windows Vista machine. Yeah, it's a Windows Vista machine, I know. It works sometimes, but anyway, yeah. If anybody out there knows how to get this game working on a Windows Vista machine, because I've not yet tried it, but I imagine there's going to be problems, can you let me know in the comments, please? Just any little tips, or if there's any fan-made patches, because I imagine there is a bit of a cult following for this now. Anyway, I got one more game, and in terms of its rarity and obscurity, I think it beats this. So what is it? The Terminator 2029. Oh my god. I could not believe this when I saw it. I quickly grabbed it and took it to the counter before I even went back and had a look at what other games were there. It was made by Bethesda Softworks. Now, a bit of a history. When Terminator 2 came out, there was a huge explosion in the number of Terminator games that were made, and just about all of them were made by Bethesda Softworks. Bethesda Softworks used to go all out with their Terminator games. In my opinion, one game that they made called The Terminator Skynet is the best first-person shooter game ever made. And I know that's a really big claim, but if I've got time I'll explain why I think that, but just bear with me on that claim. The game comes on a huge 7 different floppy disks. Yeah, this is what we had before CDs and Blu-ray things, if you're not part of the floppy disk generation. Here's an example of when they went all out. First of all, let's look at the manual. They would actually do the manuals like they were for the main thing in the game. So in Terminator Skynet, it was kind of like a commando's notebook. But this one is like an operations manual for the battle armor that you wear in the game. You basically find this during an assault and you wear it for the rest of the game. And you're more or less invincible. But after the obligatory thank you for purchasing the game note from the president, they would start with a giant introduction. Now, sometimes introductions in games are got to about there where my finger is and that's it. This thing goes on for nearly 3 pages, and they were really good. They were really well written. The manual itself, there's a lot of artwork. This is the main logo from the game itself, as far as I'm aware. Lots of pictures, not just text. It's really good, really good. This one was that complete. There's actually the disc exchange card with it. You could basically send off your entire game, all these discs, and you could exchange them for different quality floppy discs, only for American citizens only. Still has the warranty registration card with it, and this made me laugh. The minimum text specifications, they printed these on a separate piece of paper. 14 megabytes of free disk space, 585k of free RAM, and they even put the bytes number on, it's that old, and 1 megabyte of expanded EMS memory. So you need a really good PC to play this. And this made me laugh as well. An advert for another game they're making, Wayne Gretzky Hockey Free. Wow! Check this out. And what I love is on the back you can actually ring up and pre-order the game or buy the game from them if it's already out. And what I love is there's no expiry date on this, so you can call that number now and according to this advert you can pre-order or buy that game. So what I want you to do is, if you live in America, ring up this number now and pre-order Wayne Gretzky Hockey Free. Say you bought Terminator 2029 and you got it with that. Okay, I'm going to run out of time, so I'm not going to have a chance to talk about Terminator Skynet. I might upload a different video to talk purely on that one, because I think it's a really good game. But yeah, I've got no intention of trying to get this one to work on my PC. I got it mainly because I'm a big fan of Bethesda Softworks' earlier Terminator games. But there's one video I know of on YouTube about this. It's just the introduction. I don't think there's actually any gameplay footage, so if you are curious about it, check that one out. Terminator Skynet hasn't aged well. There are a couple of videos on it, so on YouTube about that one, so definitely give them a look. The game hasn't aged well, but I might explain later why I think it's a really good first-person shooter. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I'll be back. Yeah, I didn't think anybody would laugh at that. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. See you around, if my service provider lets me.